Hello everyone, I am Dr. Suraj, consultant interventional cardiologist in Kaveri Hospital, Trichy. I have done my DM cardiology from Chitra Tirunal Institute at Trivandrum, and I have finished my FNB interventional cardiology. Right now I am working in Kaveri Hospital, Trichy. So there are some basic investigations which we do for checking out how your heart is functioning. So one is an electrocardiogram. ECG finds out whether there is any abnormality in your conduction system disease or whether there is an abnormality in your blood vessels. The second basic investigation is echocardiogram. Echocardiogram gives you the details about how your heart is functioning and whether your heart valves are good and working properly. The third basic investigation is treadmill test. Treadmill test is a test wherein we ask the patient to walk on a treadmill, and at the same time we'll be recording ECGs. So this finds out any hidden blocks which is not seen in the resting ECG. So the basic investigations are electrocardiogram, an echocardiogram, and a treadmill test. If these three things are tests are negative, there is a very unlikely that you will be having any heart disease. So this is how you have to check whether your heart is healthy. Yeah, of course. Even a normal healthy person without any symptoms ever in his life can have a heart attack. So heart attack can happen after the age of around 35 to 40 years without risk factors also. So this is because of the genetical factors, probably a family history of coronary artery disease, wherein the patient doesn't have any history of diabetes or hypertension, who doesn't smoke or who doesn't have any risk factors can have a heart attack. So heart attack can happen to any person, and it can happen to even athletes and who are totally normal just few minutes back. So we cannot predict who will and who will not develop a heart attack. So this is a very important question. This is what patients have to keep in their mind. Whenever you have a chest pain, that too especially while walking, or if you have a breathing difficulty, that is especially climbing stairs or going up, the other important findings which we see in the heart disease patients are palpitations. Even while doing a small amount of work, they will start getting increased heartbeat. So if you develop an abnormal chest pain or a breathing difficulty, abnormal increase in your heart rate along with swelling of the leg surface and decreased urine output, then probably you are having an underlying heart disease which you have to go and get treated as early as possible. These are the warning signs. Whenever you have a heart blockage, what happens is the portion of the heart doesn't get the blood supply. So it starts becoming non-functional. So that is where you get a heart attack. So heart attack is basically presents with a chest pain. Chest pain is usually in the middle of the chest and to the left side of your heart, and it will be associated with sweating, and it is also radiates to the left arm. So whenever you have an abnormal chest pain associated with sweating and pain in the left arm, then probably you are having a heart attack, which you have to get treated as early as possible. Yeah, of course, one of the most important risk factors for development of a heart disease or a heart attack is hypertension. Over the age of around 50 years, 1 in 3 of the adults, that is almost 33% of them, have high BP. So the high BP can certainly affect or increase the risk of developing a heart attack. So what happens is that whenever the BP is high, the heart has to pump against this high blood pressure. So slowly what happens is that the muscles of the heart becomes thicker, and then it develops into hypertensive heart disease, or it can lead on to heart failure also. So hypertension is an important risk factor for development of a heart attack and also for heart failure. Yes, certainly. Whenever you have a reduced sleep, your stress level increases and your body catecholamines also starts surging up. So whenever you have a decreased sleep and if you don't have a proper rest, there is a high chance that you can have a heart attack or a development of a heart disease. The other aspect is when you have a disturbed sleep also. That is, some people have snoring during sleep. That is what we call this obstructive sleep apnea. So these individuals can also have cardiac involvement. Their pulmonary artery pressures could become high and they can develop diastolic dysfunction. So sleep is an important thing. It is recommended that at least 6 to 8 hours of a proper sleep is required for a peaceful, healthy mind and also for a healthy heart. Yes, certainly one of the main organ to get affected by COVID-19 virus is heart. Predominantly, it involves the lung, but indirectly it involves and affects the heart also. So what are the basic manifestations that a COVID-19 can have on a heart? First thing is that they can have heart failures. They can have myocarditis, which can produce heart failures. The second is there is an increased incidence of myocardial infarction, that is heart attack, during this COVID pandemic and also COVID infected patients. There is an increased chance of arrhythmias, and there is an increased chance of stress cardiomyopathy also. So it can affect the pumping, it can lead on to heart attack, and it can lead on to abnormal heartbeat also. So COVID can affect the heart in very many ways. And one of the important risk factors for mortality in a patient with COVID is involvement of the heart. First of all, if you are because of this COVID pandemic, you cannot go and meet a doctor directly. So if you have an appointment, if you can't come to hospital, try to get into video call, or you can online consultations are good. So never skip any review visits, or try to do it in a video call so that you don't directly get into contact to the hospital or the COVID patients. That is the first thing. Second thing is that you should never stop taking any medications. Whatever medication which has been prescribed to you previously, you keep taking that. And there are very many monitors which are available, like a BP monitor, which you can measure your BP at home. And you can have a pulse oximeter, which can measure your saturation at home. And you can monitor your weight at home with a weighing scale. So do all these basic investigations at your home and then get back to your doctor. And probably doctor can give you an advice regarding what medicine has to be continued. If some medicines has to be increased, he can guide you properly. So video consultation, proper medications are the must. The other problem which we face in cardiovascular patients during this COVID pandemic is that since you have stopped going out and since you have stopped your exercise, your glycemic control is not very good. So the blood sugar shoots up. So it is always imperative that even if you stay at your home and if you cannot go out for an exercise, do routine works and probably try to move around inside your house so that you can have a proper healthy exercise and your blood sugars to be under control. And healthy food habits and reduction in sugar containing substances and food will also help you in controlling your blood sugar. So these are the advices which we give to patients with cardiovascular disease during the COVID pandemic. So first of all, in the World Heart Day, I like to make sure that each and every person who listens to this program gets their heart checked up. Basic investigations are more than enough to pick up an early disease. And if you treat it early, you can avoid complications in future. The prevention is always better than cure. It is always better to detect the disease early and get them treated rather than waiting for you to develop a heart attack or something so that you might end up in complications. That is what I wish to all the viewers, that their heart must be checked up and make sure that everything is fine. Even if there is something abnormal, get it treated as early as possible.